Hello everyone, I'm going to talk about how to use coaxial irrigation aspiration in phacoemulsification surgery. I have no financial interest to disclose. Starting with this case of nucleus sclerosis grade 2, as you can see there is lot of cortex along with epinucleus. So unlike any technique of irrigation aspiration, you go under the rhexis margin, give vacuum to catch hold of the cortex, bring it in the center and then increase the vacuum to aspirate. It is recommended to pull in a tangential manner as it decreases the stress on the zonules and prevents the chances of zonular dialysis. For subincisional cortex, tilt the globe, rotate the cannula down, go near the rhexis margin, get hold of the cortex, rotate the cannula back up and then aspirate. A thorough capsular polishing is done using low vacuum settings. I inject OVD before coming out to prevent anterior chamber collapse. A thorough OVD removal is necessary for all the cases. For OVD removal behind the IOL, nudge the IOL away from the center, elevate the optic, go behind the IOL, remove OVD from behind the IOL and again put back the IOL in the place. Moving to a case of mature white cataract. As you can see, there is a very less residual cortex present in this case. The major portion of the cortex is removed in usual manner with usual settings. Tilting the globe helps for the subincisional part. Now as you can see, there is a very thin sheet of cortex present all around. For this, I need to change my settings for capsular polishing mode. Using the settings of low vacuum and low flow rate, I am going in the tangential manner in the periphery under the rhexis margin, getting hold of this thin sheet, peeling it off, bring it in the center and then aspirate it. So I am switching back and forth between capsular polishing mode and IA mode. In a case where iris hooks are needed, it is recommended to use bimanual irrigation aspiration, but coaxial irrigation aspiration can also be used. As you can see here, I am removing the subincisional cortex first. As the chamber full of OVD, it is easier to remove. The rest of the cortex removal goes in the usual manner. In case of torical implantation, OVD removal behind the IOL is essential. OVD from anterior chamber also has to be removed thoroughly. Using irrigation on, IOL can be dialed with the other hand at desired position, in this case at 5 degrees, aligning with the marking done on the cornea. I prefer to do marking with 26 gauge needle on the cornea. To conclude, it is recommended to pull the cortex in tangential manner. Tilting the globe helps in removal of subincisional cortex. For OVD removal behind the IOL, push the IOL away from the center and then go behind the IOL and remove the OVD. Always know your machine and your settings. For toric IOL, prior to OVD removal, initial position of the IOL should be kept 10 to 20 degrees before the desired axis. Final IOL positioning can be done using other hand with irrigation on. Thank you so much for watching.